Officially open.
He hasn't signed in. I know he's gonna.
Okay, so, Clint's going around right now, making sure people sign in and stuff. It's just one of our legal requirements that we have to do. As well as one of the annoying ones that we do is that if somebody does stand up and speak, you have to state your name at the beginning, which is always fun when I tell them, hold on, stop, don't say anything, say your name. And they're like, everyone knows me. I'm like, sorry, I have to do it. So one of the things is, yeah, we have to sign in, and if you choose to speak, then you must indicate to do so beforehand. If you end up changing your mind and you don't want to speak, then you can choose to pass. So, moving on with that. So, after today, if you've changed your mind and you decide that you do want to submit public comment and something for the board or the district to consider, we have three options. You can email the district. You can turn in your written public comments to the district office. I will have those forms on our website as well. And, or you can click the contact us through our website. So those are three different ways. Public hearing rules, same as every single time. You'll be called on to speak in order of the speaker list. Each speaker will have a timed 3 minutes. Please confine your comments to the subject of the hearing. The 6 o'clock one is going to be for the sewer ER inspection rate changes, and then the one at 7 is going to be for the water multifamily dwelling. So we'll do the first one, and then we'll close the hearing and then open the second. We're here to listen to what you have to say about the sewer inspection base rate and multifamily dwelling rate enactment. So the first one I'm going to speak on is the sewer base rate inspections and rate change. And the reasons we're doing this is we have consistent operating loss on our sewer system operations. Our previous auditor that we're working with right now showed us a 5-year comparison on how our sewer system was being subsidized by our water system. And at that point was 5 years. I think we are now 2 years that has been going on. So we've been trying to actively work on this. I think everyone's aware. And then we're also striving to have fair and equitable billing among all customers using the system, which I believe everyone can agree with. Some of the contributing factors, some of this information was talked about during when we adopted our water ordinance, and I'm bringing it forward to now because you never know who's forgotten or who didn't hear. So total system capacity established in April of 1988 in the sewer facilities plan is 886 ERs or sewer connections. The district is legally required to maintain the capacity for the vacant and reserved ERs. We cannot sell additional ERs beyond system capacity, and a sewer moratorium on new connections was placed April 17th of 2007. We need to determine the exact number of ERs currently being used, as well as how many are still reserved and vacant. The only way to do this, and still be fair to every customer and connection on the system, is to perform an on-site inspection to each account and parcel and make the necessary updates and corrections in billing and tracking of the ERs to date. Sewer connection or ER inspections will address these factors. Everyone pays for the disposal services they use. Everyone pays for the same fee for the same service as set forth in the district rate schedule, as well as the ER valuations in our ordinance 21-2. All of this information can be found on our website under the resolutions and ordinance tab. The district will have an up-to-date count of the system capacity and remain in compliance of the original sewer system capacity requirements. Users with increased usage not previously identified to the district will have their ER basis adjusted to actual usage and pay fees accordingly, or cease using service if no ER is available. The district will be required to perform a water rate study for the water improvement project, and IRWA, which stands for Idaho Rural Water Association, has agreed to perform a sewer rate study at no additional cost to the district or the ratepayers. The district wants to resolve inequities before they look at the stability of our existing rates so we can keep user bills low. If we make sure beforehand that everyone is paying their fair share, then they'll know that they don't need to increase it as much as they thought. We've realized getting the inequities figured out will keep all the costs low for everyone. So with that being said, the board will now listen to your comments related to the sewer inspection, base rate change, and on-site ER inspections. As I stated at the beginning, it's super annoying. You have to state your name beforehand and then make your comment. And everyone is limited to 3 minutes per person. Yes.
State my name?
Yeah. Are you making a comment?
Yeah, were you on comments?
Yeah, I believe you are the only one, so yeah, it's you.
Can you go back to Cheryl Puckett, Bayview, Idaho? Can you go back to number 4? It went so fast. Can you explain number 4 to me? In easy layman terms.
Okay. Users with increased usage not previously identified to the district will have their ER basis adjusted to actual usage and pay fees accordingly, or cease using service if no ER is available.
So give me an example. What does it mean? They had water, oh no, this is sewer, not water. Okay, they had sewer.
Yep.
They weren't identified. In other words, the district didn't know they existed? Is that what it's saying?
No, it's
Oh.
stating that, so in the original LID that was created in '93, everyone was allotted a certain amount. They pre-bought them and that paid for the infrastructure. So you can only have that amount to it. In 2007, there was no additional moratorium, so that basically became like our Bible for who had what and they couldn't do over. Unfortunately, some new connections were made on each parcel for usually people who had an abundance of ER connections and they figured, oh, okay, I have them, I'm going to use them, and they connected, never informing the district, hey, I'm now going to use 3 more of this or 2 more of this. And so our billing does not correctly reflect what their usage is at this time. So obviously that's a loss for the district and something that we need to get figured out before we go for a rate study. If they're using over the allotment that they have, then they will need to basically tear out infrastructure to fit the ER valuations. So if, let's say for instance, somebody had a trailer park or a RV park, and they originally purchased 4 of them, but they have 6 RV pads, they would have to remove those RV pads.
Because they only
become
have
in
4.
compliance. Yes.
Okay. And this implies that some people might have hooked up or
Yes,
to
we have a
ones.
number, yeah, we have a number of customers who have either used over the allotment or they have not informed us of the new connections and ERs that they have been using.
Right. Now, is this something that Cooch can easily identify when he does